Haunted Ontologies, The Reality of the Territory Behind the Veil. Introduction. When the veil thins every October, jack-o'-lanterns grin from porches, ghouls rise in shop displays, and cobwebs, real or artificial, lace the corners of neighborhoods. Halloween is at once charming and unsettling, playful and terrifying. Yet behind the costumes, candy, and commercial trappings lies something older and stranger, the intuition that the world of shadows, spirits, and the uncanny is not mere fiction. The season gestures toward another dimension, a metaphysical terrain that we might call the Terrortory. The Terrortory is not reducible to individual bad experiences like a stubbed toe, traffic jam, or spoiled picnic. Rather, it encompasses phenomena charged with a transcendent eeriness, those things which point beyond misfortune toward ontological darkness. Haunted houses, cursed artifacts, shapeshifters, witches, dreamscapes, and even landscapes themselves, graveyards, forests, abandoned cities, that seem to breathe with uncanny life. This paper explores the ontological reality of the territory, how it might exist, why it matters, and what Halloween reveals about it. 1. The ontological status of horror philosophers have long wrestled with the question of what exists. Aristotle gave us categories of substance, Kant distinguished noumena from phenomena, contemporary metaphysics deals in possible worlds. Yet, horror as a category of being has often been dismissed as merely imaginary. But what if the territory is not mere make-believe? Two arguments can be advanced here. One, the modal argument. If possible worlds exist, as David Lewis and others maintain, then there are worlds in which vampires, ghosts, and spectral landscapes are as real as cats and trees. Halloween gestures toward these modal spaces, giving symbolic form to their content. Number two, the experiential argument. Human experience of fear, dread, and uncanniness suggests that these are not arbitrary, but reveal a structural truth of being. Freud called this the unheimlich, the uncanny. Heidegger spoke of angst as a disclosure of being itself. These experiences are not illusions, but portals, modes of access to what lurks behind the veil. The haunted, then, is not unreal. It is a register of reality that we only glimpse through cracks, dreams, stories, myths, and ritualized festivals like Halloween. 2. Defining the territory. The territory may be defined as the ontological space or set of objects, beings, and landscapes imbued with horror, dread, or the macabre. Unlike the ordinary world, whose furniture consists of chairs, cars, and cats, the territory's furniture consists of haunted dolls, graveyards that whisper, shadows that move without bodies, and entities born of nightmare. Objects: cursed mirrors, spellbooks, coffins, sigils, masks that fuse with their wearer. Beings: vampires, banshees, revenants, shadow people, demonic tricksters. Landscapes: fog-shrouded moors, labyrinthine catacombs, endless forests, and towns where time loops eternally at midnight. Crucially, these entities are not merely fictions, but territorial realities. They inhabit a metaphysical topology adjacent to ours. Halloween's aesthetic decor is not random play acting, but a ritual invocation of this space. Number 3. Thresholds and veils. What separates the territory from the everyday world is the veil, a semi-permeable metaphysical membrane. Folklore around Halloween, Samhain, and the Day of the Dead converges on the idea that at certain times, liminal nights, twilight hours, moments of transition, the veil thins and territory presses against actuality. Philosophically, this thinning resembles ontological bleed, the interpenetration of distinct modes of being. Just as dreams and waking life share thresholds, so too do the mundane and the haunted. Haunted houses, for instance, are not merely buildings, but sites where ontological layers overlap, where the territory leaks into ordinary space. 4. The function of fear. Why does humanity return again and again to horror, constructing festivals, stories, and rituals around it? Fear is not just evolutionary survival instinct, it is ontological attunement. Epistemic fear. Horror destabilizes our sense of what is possible, expanding our map of reality. Communal fear. Festivals like Halloween allow us to ritualize the uncanny, affirming as a community that the territory is real yet containable through masks, laughter, and shared myth. Sacred fear. The territory is not only frightening, but sacred. Just as Rudolf Otto described the numinous as mysterium tremendum et fascinans, fearful and fascinating mystery, so too do haunted realities elicit awe alongside dread. Fear here becomes not an illusion to be dispelled, but a mode of knowledge. 5. Ontological cartography of the territory. We may imagine the territory as a layered domain, one surface hauntings, the realm of Halloween decor, scary movies, and costumes, symbols that hint at deeper realities. 2. Dream territory, nightmares, hypnagogic visions, sleep paralysis entities. These are encounters with territorial denizens in the liminal state of consciousness. 3. Deep territory, the mythic and metaphysical strata where archetypal figures dwell: death, the witch, the trickster, the shadow. 4. Absolute territory, the black core, spaces of infinite void, annihilation, and cosmic horror. Lovecraft's Old Ones, the abyss, voidic dread. Halloween acts as an annual cartographic ritual, inviting us to trace this landscape anew. Haber 6. Haunted ontologies and popular culture. Far from being just stories, horror films, folklore, and urban legends can be seen as territorial artifacts, cultural objects that mediate our relation to the haunted real. Slasher films, gothic novels, and haunted hayrides are not trivial entertainment, but rituals of orientation, ensuring we do not forget the other terrain that shadows our own. Conclusion: living beside the haunted. To affirm the territory is to acknowledge that the world is stranger, deeper, and more terrifying than daylight reason suggests. Halloween, with its ghosts and goblins, is not merely childish play, but an ontological festival, a metaphysical reminder that we live beside haunted realities. The pumpkins on porches are not just decorations, they are lanterns warding against the dark. The costumes are not only disguises, but experiments in crossing thresholds of being. So when the veil thins this October, remember, you are not simply celebrating a holiday, you are participating in the ontology of the haunted. You are walking, if only for a night, within the territory.